Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit tonight being Friday night. We're right at the weekend. I've got some big plans for this weekend. So I'm doing all my filming tonight. Tomorrow I'm taking my boys to see Gladiator 2. And then on Sunday we're going to go to the soccer in the city. Auckland have joined the A-League, and it's our first time seeing them play. They're playing Melbourne City, so my sons and I are very excited. Should be fun, but yeah, not a lot of time to do a lot of comic booky stuff. So tonight's the night to film, and I have a big amount of books to show off. So what I usually do is I do these online auctions, and I have the sellers hold the books for like an incremental part of time. It's usually 6 months, and then like say in July and then in December, I start getting all this stuff in. I've got one parcel arriving next week with some really funky stuff on there. I'm really excited to get that. There's not a lot of keys in this video, but there is some interesting stuff at the back end, so please stick with me. The first one I want to show off is Black Panther issue 8. This is the Reggie Hudland era, where Black Panther was hooking up with Storm and hopefully trying to marry her. I'm piecing this series together bit by bit because I dropped off when Reggie started writing. And it wasn't until after the fact that I realized what Reggie was doing and how much fun he was having. Yeah, so there we go. Black Panther issue 8. And I picked up a whole bunch of Cable. We have issue 3, issue 4, issue 5, issue 6, and it's the Aussie variant. So, you know, it's $1 million book. Issue 6, issue 8, issue 10, yeah, issue 10, issue 12, issue 15 with Steve Scroce on art duties, issue 17. I love this this art style. Issue 18, and lastly, issue 20. And as you can see, it's part of the Legion quest, which led into the what I just said at the last issue, the last video, the Age of Apocalypse. Oh, it's been a very long day. This led into the Age of Apocalypse, and I realized I didn't have it, so I'll be very interested to read this so that I can get the full Age of Apocalypse story. I'll just move these over here. Next up, we've got some DC stuff coming up, and this one is Justice League of America issue 252. I just loved that the team were all running around busy here. We've got Vibe, Martian Manhunter, Gypsy, Batman, and Elongated Man. Yeah, just a cool lineup, so I thought, why not? Now, this one's a Malibu issue. It's Ultra Force issue 3. Yeah, I don't have a lot of these. It's something that I wouldn't mind having the whole lot of, just to say that I have the whole lot, and I'm sure I can pick them up relatively cheap. It's just a matter of when and where to find them, because here in Australia, these Malibu issues don't pop up all that often. And I'll also add real quick, in a previous video I was mentioning that I won a comic, and it wasn't until yesterday that I realized that I was outbid on it. So I had to deal with time difference with this book. It was Captain Canuck issue 1 from 1975, and the timestamp was incorrect. Don't know how it worked out, but I bid $10, and then I was outbid by $1, and then this was like at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it was 10 o'clock my time, and it would have been 7 o'clock Perth time. I bid $15, and I woke up in the morning, very early in the morning, and I realized that no one had bid after that. So I was like, great, I've won it. Captain Canuck issue 1. I was so excited, and as I said, I buy a lot of stuff, and it just kind of got lost in all the transactions. And then I tracked it down, and the guy said to me, no, the timestamp said it was afterwards. The $15 bid was afterwards. So the guy who bid $11 won. And I disputed it, but it's like screaming into a cave. It does no good. So I was a bit disappointed that I didn't win it, but I can always track it down if I really want. Okay, so that's my story of sadness. But we have War Machine issue 19, just with this really weird War Machine armor. I do have a handful of these of this series, but I don't have this issue until now. So that should be fun to read. Now, I thought this was the first appearance of Steam Driver, but it's not. So it's Marvel Western's Outlaw Files, and it's just like a write-up of all the Western characters from Marvel. So at the end of the day, it's going to be an interesting read. But yeah, it's not the first appearance like I thought it was. Then I have Annihilation Nova Corps Files. Just like the previous issue that I showed, it's just a rundown of all the cosmic characters from Marvel. So yeah, and DeVito on art duty. So nice artwork to look at. Now I've got a whole run of Avengers books. I got 371. So this is the leather jacket era. We got 374, 383. Excuse me, 383 with Fantastic Force. Now, who remembers Fantastic Force? I'm willing to bet not a lot of people, but I do. Excuse me, I do. So I'll be interested to read that issue. We have Avengers 384 with Hercules, with his little singlet on. So yeah, Hercules. Yeah, fun stuff. Now, I'm really excited to have won this one. Avengers 386, just with this really cool Red Skull cover. Just looking absolutely fantastic, looking really menacing. I will say really quickly, I wish Marvel, yeah, especially Marvel, concentrated more on their villains and showed off why the villains are just absolute dirtbags. But, they have their fans, and rightly so. And yeah, no more so than Red Skull, just a real villain for the Avengers. I'll put these over here. I've got 3 more to go, so real quick. Extreme Justice issue 14 with with Booster Gold on the cover, and this is a series where everyone had like huge armor and big butts, big boobs, and really thin waists, and the guys were all just like jacked. But everything was extreme, and that's what made it cool. So I've got there's like 18 issues in this series. I've got like 4 issues. So if I want to get them all, I should probably track them down. I don't think it'll be too hard to do so. I will say real quick, before I show these last 2, I'm trying to find Hawk and Dove, the 90s series. I only have a handful of them, and I wouldn't mind getting the complete run. But I find it really hard here in Australia to find anyone that has any issues to sell. So anyway, the last 2 issues are The Immortal Iron Fist issue 14 by Ed Brubaker, Matt Fraction, and David Ayer, and Travis Foreman. Just a really great series. And I had to finish off the run, and I'm thankfully able to do so with this issue and with issue 3 of Immortal Iron Fist. And I was just noticing this today. So here's his chest. Here's Randall Olsen's chest, and then his torso, and then for some reason his pants come all the way down here. But if you do the anatomy, it should be here where his pants end, but they're really hanging low. Maybe it gives him more flow of air, and he's able to kick better because his pants are flowing really loosely. I don't know, maybe I need to read the book to find out. But I'm really happy to now have this entire series in my collection. because I tell you what, it's a masterclass in comic books. This series, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I didn't buy it when it originally came out. I started with like issue 6, and I knew Mitch at the comic book store said, "Martin, you need to buy this series. This series is for you." And I was like, "Nah, I'm reluctant to put another series on my pull list." I just had a mortgage come in and kids, and I was like, I've got to be really careful. But yeah, I kind of regretted not having this series until now, and now I do. And this will be at the top of my reading pile for sure. And that is the video for tonight. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking with me throughout all that. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you at the next one. Bye.